If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again and welcome to episode number 23 of the Barcelona career mode here on FIFA 15. We start with a game away from home this time against Granada. Now we're coming into this one on the back of indifferent form actually. We got a defeat against Villarreal in the episode a couple of days ago, and we were able, however, to pick up victories in the last episode to maintain our top of the league spot and maintain our extremely good lead at the top of La Liga as well. It was with the game in hand we had over Valencia 11 points, and if we can win, the games in hand and when all the other fixtures kind of level themselves out, so we've played the same games as everybody else, we could have upwards of a 13-point lead in La Liga, which is ridiculous. Starting Ronaldinho at cam again in this one, Rafinha and Pjanic at CDM or centre mid, with a Christian Teo wide right, because obviously, unfortunately, Lionel Messi was injured in the previous episode, unfortunately out for 4 weeks with a hyperextended knee. But it was actually Neymar on the other side that was doing work early on, just basically having defenders bounce off him there. No idea how he managed to get through, but Alan Nyom and his fellow defender were able to get the ball out. Ronaldinho with the corner though, up goes Pjanic. That is 1-0 Barcelona. David Villa scored a great goal in the last episode to mark his return to a Barcelona side. Ronaldinho did play in the first game of the last episode, but wasn't really that influential. However, though, he was the one that took the corner there to get an assist for his return to the Barcelona first team for the second time. So we've got a goal from David Villa so far and an assist from Ronaldinho. So at least they've come into the side and immediately had an impact. So it's really pleasing to see, despite the fact they're obviously ageing players. Now, Christian Teo has done okay since he came back, although obviously, as you saw there, giving the ball away. But here's Ronaldinho. I thought we're having a crack from distance. Decided to play it into Suarez. He gets tackled, drops back to Ronaldinho, and that was not far away at all from squeezing into the bottom corner to give us a 2-0 lead. We stay at 1-0 though into the second half. Juan Carlos coming forward for Granada into is it Eddie? And Juan Carlos is going to get the ball into the box. Up goes Jonathan Soriano, and that was not far away either. That right-hand side post has come close to witnessing a couple of very nice goals so far in this game. Ronaldinho missed, Jonathan Soriano missed. Will Granada get themselves an equaliser? Alan Nyom, obviously now of Watford in real life, is involved here. He's going to get the ball in towards the box. Nice ball around the corner to Eddie, into Marquez. I'm just chasing shadows here, really, trying to catch up with the Granada players to get myself a tackle and get the ball back. They're just running around me, but fortunately we are eventually able to deny them a clear goal-scoring opportunity. That it's just a tame header. But David Villa is involved now, having come off the bench in this second half, into Luis Suarez. Suarez goes on a really nice run here. Did the same against Levante yesterday, dancing around a couple of players before scoring a goal to give us the lead in that game and a 2-0 lead here in this game. Finally, we have ourselves a second goal and a bit of breathing space to Granada, because as you've seen, they are playing some decent football. Nutmegs on Pjanic there, and Iturra back to Ricky, across to Eddie again, but a good save by Bravo to continue to maintain our clean sheet run. We haven't conceded a goal for a while, and it's nice to be able to say that, because we actually haven't conceded that many goals all season, but we have had a couple of 1-0 defeats so far this year, most notably the recent one against Villarreal earlier on in the week. But we're in the 90th minute now, spraying it out wide to Mattia De Chilio here, forcing it down the line towards Alexander Lacazette, who I brought on as well as a substitute. Going to drill it across with a couple of ridiculous own goals for in our favour against Athletic Bilbao the other day. We get one that isn't necessarily quite as ridiculous, but still disappointing for Mainz to concede. But still, 3-0 Barcelona. Thank you very much. We'll take that through to the second game of the episode, which is Malaga at home at the Camp Nou. Now, Malaga are a side that obviously in recent years, if you go back 4 or 5 years or so, they had a big influx of money come in, and they went out and bought players like Santi Cazorla from Villarreal. They had Ruud van Nistelrooy there for a while. They had a couple of other players there for a while that, were big names, and unfortunately had to move on. So the money kind of dried up at Malaga, and they found themselves going back down the league table again. So I'm hoping to compound their misery here if we possibly can and get 3 points. There are still some decent names in their side, and you'll see from the lineup that's going to come up on your screen round about now. They've still got
Ochoa, the Mexican goalkeeper, of course, he is actually a very talented goalkeeper. Amrabat is wide left, although actually on the latest update and on FIFA 16, he's going to be a striker card, and that is going to be one hell of a card on Ultimate Team for FIFA 16, and he's going to be one hell of a player on FIFA 16 in general for Malaga, and if you decide to pick him up in career mode as well, because he looks like an extremely good player. Obviously in real life having a decent time of things in La Liga right now, but Malaga continue to be on the attack here in the opening 20-25 minutes or so. Tissone on the edge of the box trying to find some space, gets it to Luis Alberto, and a great shot is well saved by Claudio Bravo. So we're trying to maintain our clean sheet record of the past couple of episodes, and so far we're doing alright. Uche into Tissone again, across to Amrabat, who is extremely rapid, not really utilising his pace here though, not racing away into the space. He does turn inside Dani Alves there though, puts in a good cross. Tissone gets to the ball first, but Claudio Bravo punches it clear, not the best of punches, saves the second shot well though, but it drops straight to Tissone again. So there goes the clean sheet, unfortunately, and it's Malaga 1, Barcelona 0. Not exactly the way that we wanted to start this game, but I mean, you can't deny that Malaga have had the better chances to this point. Arda Turan, though, takes that in his stride really well. Going to work it out wide if we can. Plenty of space here for Munir to turn inside, and gets his shot off, but a really good block actually by the defender. And that's the sort of defending that Malaga were putting in throughout the entire game, to be completely honest. Rakitic is going to take the resulting corner. He's got obviously a fantastic delivery, Rakitic. Finds Nangolan, but the header goes, unfortunately, very tamely wide. And that was the last action of the first half. So into the second half we go, on the back foot. And Malaga coming forward again through Amrabat. He was popping up on either wing here. It was really being a thorn in my side, to be completely honest. Just twisting and turning away from everybody. Here's Camacho. He gets the shot off and forces a good save out of Claudio Bravo. And we were, really testing our luck here. I kind of needed to get the ball away sooner rather than later. Otherwise, we're going to end up conceding a second, and then the game really will be beyond us. But Camacho gets the ball short to him from the corner, but Arda Turan picks it off. We're going to go on the counter-attack ourselves, but no. Angeleri steals it back again. Here's Uche across to Luis Alberto, into Amrabat, shot deflected, and into the back of the net. We are losing touch with this result right now. 2-0 Malaga at the Nou Camp. Almost unheard of. Marco Reus has the option for a free kick here, but in the end, I think I gave it to, or I thought about giving it to Rakitic, but in the end decided to go with Reus. Reus whips it in wide. Very, very close to going into the bottom corner, but we needed that to go in, really, if we wanted to stand a chance of really getting ourselves back in it. Considering we didn't get that shot to go in, we could do with a goal sooner rather than later. There's still half an hour left to go here. Munir really nicely turns inside the defender, bursts past the second defender, plays it into Lacazette. Wonderful feat from him. That's a very, very, very good goal from Alexander Lacazette, and we've got half an hour to get ourselves back in the game and an equaliser and hopefully a winner as well. 15 minutes left to go though, and Malaga are the team that are on the attack now down the left hand side of their forward line. Wanmi is going to play it back to Morta, into Camacho. They're playing really nice football, as we've said. Just when they do go on a dribble, it's a successful dribble. When they play the ball about nicely, they end up with a good chance. And they had another good chance there that was, again, well saved by Claudio Bravo. And that game could quite easily have been 4 or 5-1 or 2 to Malaga in actual fact. So I was kind of lucky to come away with just a 2-1 defeat. This is our third defeat of the season in La Liga, and our lead at the top of the table has been cut to 10 points with 13 games to go. So we're still very much in the driving seat. Valencia have now had to give up that second spot to Real Madrid now that the ourselves and Real have played our games in hand, and everybody in the league now has played 25 games. So we're all on a level playing field, and we're still by far the best side in the league, but I'm going to have to make sure that I kind of iron out those wrinkles when we have games like that against Malaga, or previously like we did at the beginning of the week against Villarreal. I need to make sure that I get at least draws in those, if not continue to get victory after victory. Real Madrid have drawn a lot of games this season, 8, same as Valencia, 14 and 13 wins apiece for them, and 19 for us, which is the main difference between us and the rest of the field right now. But that's going to bring today's episode to a close, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, of course. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days, and I'll see you next time.